Hi, it's me again, Bonnie. Welcome back to my channel, of course. Love that you guys are watching, but for those of you who have not hit the subscribe button, hurts my feelings, so I want you to hit that button now. And okay, fire away. I want to hear those questions. Let's say, ooh, a daily routine as a jeweler. Okay. So before I put my earrings on, especially studs, I put gloves on because, hands are dirty. You touch a lot of things. I have a kid, Smear that onto your stud and you lose sparkles. I always want my diamonds to be maximum sparkle. Well, that's a legitimate question. So manufacturers in China or India lasering diamond inscription on a different diamond, whether it be natural or lab, has actually been something that people have been doing for a long time. Before the introduction of lab-grown diamonds, I've heard that people laser like a VVS quality diamond that's a look-alike onto another stone that's not, and try to pass it on as the same stone, right? Because if you have different color grades or clarity grades, that can affect the value a lot. So now people are doing that with lab diamond. They're putting natural diamond certificate numbers and lasering onto the lab and sending it back to the lab to pass it on as a natural. First of all, there's fraud in every industry. So when you're buying something or working with someone, you obviously don't want to buy from just a random place or a website that you don't know of. But the biggest thing I would say, the people that we work with, for example, I can't speak for other jewelers, but I speak for myself. The vendors that I work with and the people that I've worked with have established relationship in this industry for decades, and you've been buying and working with these people for decades, and there is a process that we know directly where the sources are coming from. It's the community is very tight. So if you have done business with someone long enough, you know that they're not going to switch out a stone on you just to make a quick buck. But places like China and India, I don't know. There might be things like that happening. I would say the best solution is always to research the company that you're working with, right? That's what I am afraid of these online places, because they are not actually vetting any of the stones, or they're not touching any of those stones. They're just a broker between hundreds of dealers, let's say, across the world selling diamonds, and then to the consumer, and then they're just the customer service part. So that does make me nervous. Another method of checking and authenticating something like this is actually clarity matching. Okay, there is actually things about a natural diamonds that are on a natural diamond, inclusion specifically, that would never happen on a laboratory grown diamond. So there are ways that as a gemologist that we can look at a diamond and be like, oh, this inclusion doesn't match up with the cert, right? Another way to look at that is that if the diamond that is in front of you is super flawless, like flawless to a point where there's like nothing anywhere, and the certificate says otherwise, that's a big red flag, because that means that it doesn't match, right, what it says on the certificate. Oh, great question. Wow, you read my mind. I just made a video on how to clean your ring when you're traveling. So like when you're not at home and you have all your stuff, you're actually going to a wedding at a hotel. I have a full video on that, so stay tuned. Watch that soon. It's coming out. Wow. First of all, 50 years of marriage. What a milestone. Wow, that's crazy. So how old are you exactly? If you've been married for 50 years. Wow. Okay, is it appropriate to get her lab diamond ring as a second ring when she already has a natural diamond ring? Okay, I think it's totally appropriate. I feel like everybody needs to make a choice for themselves, right? But if you're asking me, is it okay? It's absolutely okay. I mean, you have probably gone through, if you have children, you paid off their college, you paid off your house, and you're like ready to just live your life finally. You don't want to be in debt anymore, and you just want to enjoy it and get this biggest bling. Of course, I have clients that are the opposite and have bought big natural diamonds for that, but big lab-grown diamond for you to enjoy, for her to enjoy, absolutely, because 50 years ago, lab-grown diamond wasn't even available. So my answer to that is yes. It is absolutely appropriate as long as you get the right craftsmanship and not just randomly picking a whatever stone, getting an expert to help you, putting it in a beautiful setting. I think that's gonna really like nail it, because she's gonna look down and be like, wow, that thing sparkles. So yes, the answer is yes. By the way, the opposite is also true. So is it appropriate to get a big natural diamond? Of course. I have another client who's also older, and she's waited her whole life. She's a lovely client of mine. She's like, I'm finally ready to get that big natural diamond on my finger. So I think both applies, and pick one that works for you. Wow, you're like... Are we vibing right now? Because you guys' energy is just like going through my head. Like, I just made another video about that. So what you're saying is that you have a low profile ring, which is similar to what our popular Hailey style ring is, and you have a contour wedding band, and you're saying you can't wear the wedding band alone without the engagement ring because it has that contour. We have a solution for that. So I made another video where I made a contour band for my client for her large 3-stone ring. I want to tell you right now, but I feel like I'm gonna give my next video away. So I came up with a solution where you can have your contour ring and you can also wear it alone. If you know what that solution is, because you've seen my other video, comment below. But I'm not gonna give it away right now. It will blow your mind. Wow, by Bonnie makeup line. Oh, actually, you know what? I've seen some of those comments where people like the hair and the makeup. Okay, so if you want hair and beauty or makeup tip from me, I have one tip for you. It's unusual tip, but I think that's how I've managed to do this is looking polished or having this makeup thing. It's not about, for me, it's not about technique. It's about your mindset. So waking up every morning and just how do you want to feel that day? What is that makeup gonna do for you? Your energy, your mood, how people perceive you or whatever. How does it make you feel? That mindset, it's gonna push you a long way, because I can say, oh, hey, use this brush. Hey, use this eyeshadow or this mascara, however way. But if you can't wake up and tell yourself every day, hey, this is what I want to do, this is how I want to feel, it's not going to work. So it's actually about your mindset. How's that? How's that? Oh, maybe I should come up with a makeup line, but yes. All right, I hope you guys enjoyed this Q&A. I love it. I love to hear from you. I actually love sharing my personal stuff, and sometimes I'm afraid that you guys don't actually want to know anything about me. I just want to hear more diamonds. I want to know, do you have any questions or anything you want to know about me that's interesting? Because I think it's fun. Leave them in the comment below. If I get a lot of response, I want to make a follow-up video on it and tell you guys more, because I have so many thoughts about everything else that's beautiful and my OCD about everything else. But anyway, subscribe to my channel, please. It's so much fun to be here to talk to you guys about diamonds. I love diamonds. I breathe them. Follow me on Instagram at Bonnie Jewelry, and I'll see you in my next episode. Bye.